Welcome, dear learners, to another meaningful episode of English Passage. I'm so happy to have you with me today. Whether you're walking through a park, sitting quietly at your desk, or just relaxing with your headphones, know that this moment is yours. A moment to learn, to grow, and to be inspired by the English language. At English Passage, we teach English through storytelling. Why? Because stories are powerful. Stories help us understand ideas better. Stories help us remember. And today, our story is about your future, about interviews, confidence, and the professional journey ahead. Today's episode is titled The Most Common Job Interview Questions and Answers, with a special focus on the role of a data analytics and quality management system, QMS Manager in the IT industry. Whether you are preparing for CMMI or ISO audits, managing stakeholder reports, or leading performance metrics for your organization, this lesson will help you speak about your skills clearly, confidently, and fluently in English. Let us begin, step by step, sentence by sentence. Breathe deeply, listen closely, and let's learn together. Job interviews can be stressful. You walk into a room. Your palms may be sweating. Your heart might be beating fast. In front of you is a stranger. That stranger might smile politely. That stranger might look serious. But no matter what they look like, you know one thing: they are about to make a decision. That decision might change your life. Now add another layer. You are speaking in English. English is not your first language. You must think. You must listen. You must speak. You must be confident. All at once. How do you stay calm? How do you speak clearly? How do you find the right words at the right time? How do you show them who you are? The answer is not a secret. The answer is not magic. The answer is preparation. The answer is practice. The answer is presence. It is being here, now, with your full attention. This video will not only show you the questions you might hear in an interview. It will explain those questions. It will help you understand why they are asked. It will help you prepare thoughtful, beautiful answers. It will teach you how to use English in a way that is gentle, natural, and real. Most importantly, it will invite you to see each question as a doorway. Behind each doorway is a chance to tell your story. Together, we will walk slowly and carefully through these questions. We will sit with them. We will look at them from different angles. We will explore the theory behind each one. We will read model answers that are simple yet powerful. We will imagine little stories that bring each answer to life. And we will grow more confident, one breath at a time, one sentence at a time. 10 interview questions and answers. 1. Can you tell me about yourself? This question is often the first question in an interview. It is your opportunity to guide the conversation in the direction you want. Keep it focused on your professional background, not personal history. Sample answer. My name is Aarti. I have more than 11 years of experience in data analytics, process quality, and audit management, primarily in IT environments. I started as a data coordinator and gradually moved into quality systems implementation, CMMI Level 3 and 5 audits, and ISO 9001 and to 7001 compliance projects. My core strengths lie in translating technical data into understandable insights, building audit-ready documentation, and aligning quality initiatives with business goals. Story. Aarti used to begin interviews by talking about her schooling and hometown. It wasn't wrong, but it didn't connect with the job. Now, she focuses on her achievements, projects, and how her experience fits the role. When she speaks this way, interviewers immediately see her as a leader. 2. What are your strengths? Interviewers want to know what makes you effective in your job. Think about what you consistently do well and how those strengths benefit your team or company. Sample answer. I am highly process-driven and analytical. I find satisfaction in identifying inefficiencies and improving them using data. For example, at my last company, I designed a quality dashboard using Power BI that tracked audit KPIs across departments. It helped reduce repeat non-conformities by 30% and allowed leadership to make faster decisions. Story. Mehul once said, I work hard, and left it there. But the panel didn't know what that meant. Then he learned to give numbers and outcomes. When he added results like audit pass rates or reduced effects, his words carried more weight. He started getting real responses and job offers. 3. What are your weaknesses? A tricky question. Avoid saying, I have no weaknesses. Instead, choose something real, but something you worked on. Sample answer. Earlier in my career, I had a habit of getting deeply involved in reviewing every document line by line before submitting it to audit. It made me dependable, but also slowed the team. I've since learned to trust process checklists, use version control software, and train junior staff to assist with first-level reviews. Story. Pooja once thought saying, I'm a perfectionist would impress interviewers, but they saw it as a red flag for delays. When she explained how she learned to manage perfection with productivity, it showed her maturity and growth. 4. Why do you want to work here? This question checks whether you've done your research. It also shows how serious you are about this company, not just any job. Sample answer. I was really inspired by your organization's recent CMMI reappraisal and your investment in real-time analytics for quality. My experience aligns closely with that focus. I've led similar initiatives like integrating automated audit log generation, and I'm excited by the idea of working in a place that values both structure and innovation. Story. When Karan used to say, because you're a good company, it didn't mean much. But when he started pointing out specific projects or milestones like ISO upgrades or digital QMS rollouts, interviewers sat up and listened. 5. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Talk about future roles, skills you want to learn, and how you want to grow in this industry. Sample answer. In 5 years, I see myself leading a global quality and analytics team that supports multiple business units. I want to create scalable systems that can track performance, reduce audit prep time, and contribute to digital transformation across the organization. I also aim to become a certified Six Sigma Black Belt. Story. Seema once answered, I hope to work abroad. It made her sound distracted from the current role. Now, she speaks about her vision in the context of the company, and the difference is powerful. 6. Why should we hire you? This is your elevator pitch. Talk about your combination of skills, experience, and attitude. Sample answer. Because I understand both the language of data and the discipline of quality systems. I've led successful ISO audits, improved CAPA closure rates by 50%, and built cross-department collaboration that sustained audit readiness. I bring energy, precision, and adaptability, and I'm ready to contribute from day one. Story. Ajay used to answer this question nervously, but when he sat down and listed what he had done, not just what he knew, his answer transformed. His voice was no longer unsure. It was proud. 7. Tell me about a challenge you faced and how you handled it. Give an example that shows your problem-solving ability. Sample answer. In my previous job, we failed a pre-audit due to missing data linkage across departments. I initiated weekly process clinics, brought all department leads together, and created a master audit checklist using shared tools like Jira and SharePoint. At the final audit, we passed with zero major findings. Story: Deepak used to say, "We fixed the issue." Now, he walks interviewers through the problem, the people involved, the action steps, and the result. It tells a real story, and they remember him. 8. How do you handle stress or pressure? Focus on techniques or routines that help you stay productive. Sample answer: I manage stress by breaking large tasks into milestones, setting early deadlines for audit deliverables, and practicing proactive communication. I also create dashboards that provide real-time visibility, so surprises are rare. Story: Ravi used to say, "I don't get stressed." But that sounded unrealistic. Now he talks about how he plans ahead and creates structure, and that shows real leadership. 9. Tell me about a time you worked in a team. Show that you can collaborate and support others. Sample answer: I was part of a core team for CMMI Level 5 assessment. I coordinated between engineering, HR, and QA, designed a mapping sheet for metrics against goals, and coached new members on audit procedures. Everyone contributed, but I helped bring them together. Story: Nisha used to only say what she did, but then she started telling how the team came together and how she supported that collaboration. It changed how people saw her role. 10. Do you have any questions for us? Never skip this question. Show curiosity. Sample questions: Could you tell me more about the analytics tools used across your QMS? How do you balance speed and compliance in quality reviews? Story: Farhan used to say, "No, I'm good." But now he ends interviews with 2 thoughtful questions. It leaves a lasting impression, one of engagement, not just qualification. Bonus tips for a successful interview. Think in English. Practice thinking and forming your thoughts in English before speaking. This helps you respond faster and more naturally. Use numbers and results. Always back up your answers with achievements, metrics, or improvements. It shows impact. Rehearse answers out loud. Stand in front of a mirror or record yourself speaking. This builds confidence and fluency. Know your resume inside out. Every detail on your CV should be something you can talk about clearly in English. Ask questions at the end. This is not optional. Ask thoughtful, relevant questions about the company, role, or challenges. Speak slowly and clearly. Clarity is more impressive than speed. Use pauses to gather your thoughts. Avoid memorization. Understand the meaning and flow of your answers rather than memorizing them word forward. Stay updated with the industry. Learn about recent developments in data analytics, QMS platforms, and regulatory updates. Use technical language naturally. Use terms like audit trail, CAPA, process maturity, KPI tracking, but explain them simply if asked. Smile and maintain posture. Your body language communicates confidence. Sit up straight, smile, and maintain calmness. My dear learners, we've reached the end of today's journey. You've listened carefully. You've followed the questions. You've learned stories. You've repeated sentences. And you've imagined yourself sitting in that interview chair, confident, calm, and prepared. Let me remind you, you have everything you need. Your skills, your experiences, your story, all of these matter. And your English? It's growing. Every word you practice is a step forward. Every answer you rehearse brings you closer to your dream job. So continue practicing. Use this video again and again. Share it with someone who needs it. And if this helped you, please like, comment, and subscribe to English Passage. Let us keep learning English together, through life, through language, and through stories. Until next time, stay determined, stay hopeful, and never stop telling your story in English. Thank you for learning with me. Jai Hind. Vande Matram.